Hey guys, how's it going? And April Fools! Hope everyone's having an amazing, awesome, happy Hump Day already. Hope you guys are enjoying your April 1st, April Fools. I know a lot of you guys might be having a little bit of a difficult time at the moment because, as we all know, uh, the whole situation that's going on around the world at the moment. So, hey, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. All right, and we're gonna get to it. So you already know the drill. All right. Today we started a few minutes late because this guy over here made a little bit of a mess before we started, as usual. And so while we wait for that, I'm gonna put a little bit of a 5-minute timer. All right, we got a little music to play. All right, and I'm gonna wait for everybody to shuffle in here. Well, I finish getting ready. We all get ready, and yeah, we can start soon. Let me see. We got a little music. We got some light jazz that we can play. Cause we all gotta chill, man. There's just too much going on, and let's see how long I can chill for before I lose a gasket. Cause you guys already know, I lose my gasket no matter what. And by the way, look, I'm wearing the hat because I'm sure you guys already know it's official in the U.S. already. And look, even Lambo's just become straight transgendered already. Good for him, good for her, good for whatever. You know, we're all in this together. So we got the timer going. So real quick, let me see. Let me just finish up getting a couple things over here. Oh no. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I literally got this in Cuba when I went to go visit Cuba. So this is where I got this hat. Shout out to you. Shout out to Blockchain. Shout out to Opie. Shout out to Cres Trazino. Shout out to all of you guys out there as we all just sit here and get ready. But in the meantime, I'm gonna plug my stuff a little bit. So please, guys, if you guys aren't for all of you guys that are new out there, you guys should go check out my website josearteaga.com, so that way you can always find me, because this channel which you're watching me on is always in trouble. I got a bunch of copyright strikes, just one after the other, and just things, you never know how much longer I'm going to be here. So I've created another channel. I have a presence on a bunch of other social media websites, whether it's a BitChute, whether it's a podcast form, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out there all over the place. All right, I'm on Library. I have my own another YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. So basically, you go to josearteaga.com and all the links are there, so you can find me wherever you want to find me, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram. It doesn't matter. I'm everywhere, just about. Okay, I'm all over the internet. But basically, because of what's happening with this channel and all the censorship that's happening all across the internet. That's why I've had to do that, and it's actually worked out for the best, because yeah, I'm also doing podcasts with others individuals. I'm also doing what is it, like interviews and collaborations with others out there, and just doing a bunch of stuff. So please, if you like my content as is already, and you enjoy just hearing me talk and all that good stuff, then please, you should go out and check out the podcast specifically, because like what you're watching right now, what you're listening to right now, it's also going to be in podcast form once we're done here, and just like about pretty much everything that I'm uploading now. Plus, I'm also doing podcast audio only stuff. So if you want to hear some exclusive stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else, go check out the podcast. And I'm going to be doing the same thing with BitChute. And in fact, there are some BitChute's videos that are already only BitChute exclusives, because there are videos that have gotten blocked or banned, or just censored on YouTube, where I've just exclusively put on BitChute, because they're not anywhere else to be found. So please check out everywhere I am. Check me out on Twitter. I'm pretty active on Twitter. I'm pretty active on, pretty much everywhere. So just check it out, and yeah. So today's show, what are we going to talk about? Well, it's April 1st, and we woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, and I was just hoping to God, you know what I mean, that it would be, someone, I would hear in the news, April Fools, some sort of situation like that, in which it would just make everything go away. But in reality, things didn't go away. We're all living it right now. We're all experiencing it right now. In fact, a bunch of you guys, we're all hanging out together as we're dealing with this Again, I'm in quarantine too. I'm stuck at home. I can't really do much. All my clients are fucking. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a mess everywhere, no matter where you are. And yeah, so it is what it is. But it's okay though. We're here together, and we're gonna talk about all the things that are happening and so on and so forth. In fact, one of the things that we should talk about, man. By the way, I bumped my head and I got like a thing there. That's why I got my hat on today. All right. Also for comic relief, that's why Lambo's joining me with the hat situation. But anyways, um, but what was I gonna say? What was I saying? I forgot. But yeah, how about this? Let's just get started with what I was doing all day yesterday. So what I was doing all day yesterday was getting all my taxes ready because I was kind of like lagging behind for a bunch of reasons, and so I decided to finally do my taxes yesterday because from what I was learning was the fact that pretty much the $1,200 that everybody's going to get sent, pretty much from what Steve Mnuchin was saying, around 80 to 90%, but just about every American is going to get this check. And basically how it's going to work is that if you already did your taxes, you got nothing to worry about. Okay, if you do your taxes every year, you got nothing to worry about. If you sparingly do your taxes, then you got to worry about, you got something to worry about because you got to do your taxes right now. So the good thing about this is that you can basically here. I'm gonna even show you guys. I might as well. No reason not to do it. So basically, this is what every one of you guys has to do. And by the way, I know I have a lot of viewers out there. Oops, sorry. Oops, wrong site. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I know I have a lot of viewers out there that are on disability, that are on Social Security, some sort of government check already. All right, and so a lot of you guys are out there thinking, man, if I'm on disability, can I get this money? The answer is yes. If I'm on Social Security and retired, can I get this money? The answer is yes. So basically, what you would have to do is just go to the IRS website. Again, irs.gov. Ta-da! All right, you go here. All right, and then you basically just go to file. All right, how to file. All right, no, don't go there. You go all the way over here where it says free file. Okay, you file for free. All right, and then you go here. Depending on who you are, I think most of us are in this category right here, income 69,000 or below. So you just go here, clunk. All right, and that's it. Easy peasy. And then you're gonna get a bunch of places where that are, again, these are approved by the IRS. Okay, you can get your done again, fileyourtaxes.com, TaxSlayer, H&R Block, TaxAct, TurboTax, whatever. You get to pick. They all have a little bit of a different whatever. I usually do them with TurboTax, but again, my situation was not covered by TurboTax because I'm a sole proprietor, so they wanted to charge me up to yin yang in order to do it through there. So I ended up going through H&R Block. All right, and because of my situation as a just an individual business owner without an actual LLC or business or license or anything like that, I'm just I work for myself. I'm a freelancer. I think a lot of you guys are out there. Again, if you're Uber, whatever, so H&R Block would probably be your best bet for free. But basically, anyone else out there, if you are retired or you are on disability, all you got to do is just find the best one here. It doesn't matter because you would have a very quick and easy. You would have a very quick and easy return. Your return would be basically just again, just like if you only have one job. Your return would be very easy. It's just filling out the blank instead of where your money would then go in a different column instead of under wages. I think it goes under Social Security or something. Again, just do a quick search for a video. Hey, how do I fill out my taxes for this new benefit, or how do I fill out my taxes if I'm retired or on disability, and it'll show you real quick, and you do not have to pay anything. All right, so don't forget that. Okay, so everything is free to file, and free. You don't have to pay any taxes. Okay, especially if you're in disability or on Social Security, or if you're under a certain income level and so on and so forth. All right, so for the most part, a good majority of people don't have to do this, but you do have to do your taxes in order to get that check. That's it. All right. And so I did that. I took a while because my situation was a little whatever, and I had to do my taxes, and I provided them with my direct deposit because that's the most important thing. You got to provide them with your direct deposit information, so that way they have that direct deposit information. So when they start sending out the money in a few weeks, you got yours. And I'm waiting for mine, and I'm hoping a lot of you guys already, either did your taxes or are in the process of doing them or what have you. We're still early. You can still do your taxes today, tomorrow, this week, and you'll still be in time for that first wave of payouts, from what I understand. Okay, now what would happen is after that first wave of payouts, they're going to go through everyone that did their taxes for this year, meaning 2019. All right. Now, once they go through all the 2019 taxes that have been thrown in, that have been given to them, they're going to go through 2018. And so they're going to go through everybody that did the 2018 taxes that hasn't already received a payment. And now then you're going to get a payment through there. And then once they're done through that, then they're going to start looking and processing all of the other ones. That will mean like all the returns that are coming in after that, all the paper returns, paper checks and all that good stuff. And that's why it's going to take probably 4 months or longer. Okay. So this is why it's advised for you to do this, because it's free. You can do this for free, online for free. You don't have to print anything, mail anything to the IRS, because of the situation that we're in right now. They've made electronic filing even easier. All right, basically, again, you don't have to even, usually even when you do electronic filing, you still have to print some paper and send it to them. You don't even have to do that anymore. All right, and everyone qualifies. All right, everyone. The only people that do not qualify would be anyone that is a dependent. So if you are a dependent, okay, or someone declares you as a dependent, then you would unfortunately not qualify. So in your case, then what I would do is that I would do your taxes for this year. All right, make sure that whoever declares you as a dependent not declare you as a dependent, so that you will also qualify. All right, and that's it. Easy peasy. Any questions, any comments, let me know. Put a little music on. I went off on a little rant there, but I mean, this is stuff that I was dealing with today, and because I'm gonna have to start, helping a few family members, with taxes and all this stuff, so make sure that they get their benefits. So I would advise you guys out there to do it yourself, and if you can't do it yourself, just get your nephew, your son, anyone out there that, your daughter, whatever, anyone out there who's a little bit of computer savvy and they can do this, and this process should take around 5 to 15 minutes. That's it. All right, especially for, again, a good majority of individuals. All right, seriously, should not worry there. All right, let me see some comments real quick. How's it going, Floating Yacht Studio? How's it going, Dan? How's it going, Lodak, Pedro, everybody? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, guys, I wanted to tell you guys about that. So, basically, it's still early enough that you guys can do your taxes and get all that stuff, and everything will be great. So I would hop on that ASAP so you don't miss that money. Everything I keep hearing from the government itself, the government is, they want to give that money out ASAP. They are working as hard as humanly possible, okay? So, yeah, and I don't know what else to say except finally. You know what I mean? They're doing something. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Just do your taxes, all right? It should not be a problem. And, and by the way, also, if for whatever reason you do your taxes and you file... So, by the way, if you're on Social Security, disability, whatever, when you file your taxes, they're not going to ask you for direct deposit information because they already have it for you. So you don't have to worry there. Just do your taxes, and you're going to pay. It's going to come out to zero, and you're not going to, you're not going to pay anything, and they're not going to pay you anything in taxes. But you have to do them, and you have to do the taxes in order for you to be in the system, so that they can give you that money, because that money seems to be coming from the IRS. Also, this money is not going to be taxed. So all this money is a gift from the government. This is all from the government, all right? This is all what the government's saying. So all this is a gift from the government. This is not going to be taxed or anything like that. So get that money. Please get your money, all right? Don't be odd man out, all right? So what was I going to say? I think that's it. I don't know. I think I was going to say something else. I forgot. I lost my train of thought for a second there. So... Oh yeah, so just get that money, guys, all right? Please, all right? Everyone should have that money. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is that for a few individuals out there, that for example, you do your taxes and you come out to zero, or you had to make a payment and there's no direct deposit information for you, then what the IRS said they're gonna do is that they're gonna come out with an app or some sort of web portal, like a web thing, where you guys where people can go once you're already in the system, whether you did your taxes or whatever, however you're in the system already, and then you would just have to provide your direct deposit information, and bam, you're good to go. But by the time that the app or the web portal comes out, which then you, the individual that doesn't have direct deposit information with them, you would have to put that in separately. You will probably be coming in the second or third wave of payments because again, by the time that they implement that and get that to work, who knows when that'll be. Now again, don't quote me on this. They could still be for the first wave of payments, but I don't know. And from what I understand, it's also going to get retroactive, meaning that if you're in the second, third wave of payments, and that might be 2 or 3 months down the line, 4 months down the line, you should be getting retroactive, meaning that if you're 4 months behind, you'll get 4 months payment in one shot. But if you get the first payment, then you're going to be on track. So. But again, you have to do your taxes, Callie. Again, I don't know if you just joined me or you were listening earlier. But everyone, whether you're on Social Security, on disability, on any kind of government program like that, you have to do your taxes. Again, you can do them for free. Go to irs.gov. Find whoever you want them to do them with, all right, and just do them. It should be 5 to 15 minutes, no more than that. But you need to do them because the IRS is the one that's issuing out these payments, okay? So you need to do it, and you're not going to pay any taxes, and it's free. Just do it, all right? Now let's move on to other things. Anything. Let's see what the stock market is doing. I think it's still okay. It's starting to finally go into the red. Look at that. No, listen. Though, like again, I am exempt from filing taxes. Disability is exempt from filing taxes. Social Security is exempt from filing taxes. Now, everyone's still exempt. Meaning, everyone out there is, you don't have to file your taxes. Now, if you don't file, you don't get your money. That's it. So that's how it works. So now, if you are in that category in which you are exempt from filing your taxes, again, if you want this money, then you now have to file your taxes for the first time. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, unless today, tomorrow, in the future, they come out with something very different, okay? Like a brand new program or situation for those individuals out there that still don't want to, then yeah, okay. But again, at the very least, you would have to provide a Social Security number and then you would also have to provide your direct deposit information and provide a few things to the IRS and the government. So you still got to provide something, all right? And even if you don't have to do your taxes. When you do have to do them, but just say 0,000 all across the board. But it's just so they can have you in the system. All right. So that's the reality of it. All right. That's why I did my taxes. All right. That's why. And I spent the whole day doing it because of my situation. All right. I ain't paying no taxes because again, I don't have to pay any taxes. But I had to do my taxes. All right. But for someone on disability or Social Security, your taxes are extremely easy. It's just like if you work at one job and you get your 1040 and then you do your taxes in 5 minutes. Same process. Because if you are on disability or Social Security, you get your some sort of 1040 something, and it's the same exact thing. It's 5 minutes. And IRS provides all the free portals for you to do them through. So just do them. No excuses. Also, I also want to talk about the fact that a good majority of people out there, you fall into two categories as well as Americans. You fall now into two categories. Category number one, which is you are working for somebody, therefore you would qualify for unemployment. You're a worker, an employee, so you would qualify for unemployment. Now, depending on your state, depending on the unemployment benefits, and so on and so forth. So, if you're an employee, get your unemployment, and you're going to get a lot of awesome unemployment. Even if you work for Uber or you are a self-employed individual, a lot of states are going to offer right now unemployment, a special unemployment for the situation. Now, some states, like Florida, where I'm from, don't offer that, all right? But a bunch of other states do offer that and then some. Now, for those that do not qualify for unemployment for a bunch of reasons, what you do qualify for is that small business loan, that $10,000 small business loan that is forgivable. Meaning, again, they're giving away $10,000 or more, but definitely at around $10,000, maybe less, but give or take $10,000 to any individual out there that has a small business. You do not have to have a license, meaning you don't have to be registered or have an LLC or S corp or anything like that. You could basically be somebody making hats out of your house, selling those hats out of your house. That's it. You know what I mean? If you are your own business, okay? If the business is Jose Arteaga, all right? Then that's it. You qualify. Your social security number is enough to qualify you, all right? And then I think it's all based on your credit score, but even then, even if your credit score is fucking appalling, you can still qualify. So it doesn't matter what your situation is. Basically, the government is also giving you money there. So go to that website, which again, let me see if I can find it for you. 1 second, because I'm gonna get that website. I'm gonna provide it for you. I know I have it here somewhere. And I'm going to give you that website. We're going to go to the website, okay? And then you guys can find it yourself, okay? I'll put it at the bottom description of the video later and all that stuff, okay? Because I know there's people listening and all that. Okay. But here you can all right? So basically what we're going to do, I'm going to go just to the website itself, okay? So this is what you need to do. Go to the S here. I'm going to see if I can put large screen so it'll be easier to, maybe not. Yeah, hold on, because I want to, I need bigger, I need more space on my laptop. Anyway, okay, but this is what this is what the website looks like, okay? SBA.gov, for anyone out there listening only, all right? Well, or anyone. The website is smallbusinessassociation.gov, okay? So SBA.gov. So Sam Bravo Alpha.gov. Okay, you go there, and right on the front page, you're going to see it. All right, Coronavirus Small Business Guidance and Loan Resources. You click on Learn More. All right, right here, you're going to have, and by the way, there's a bunch of programs, and I don't know what you qualify for, but again, all you got to do is just say, how do I fill out the Paycheck Protection Program? And there's going to be someone out there that made a YouTube video that's going to guide you through it. So just do your research, do some work. I'm sure a lot of you guys have nothing to do right now. Go get this free money. It doesn't hurt to apply. Worst case scenario, let's say no. Best case scenario, you got $10,000 by this weekend. What the fuck? Just do it, okay? All right, and again, if you have small businesses and stuff like that, they have like the Paycheck Protection Program. I think it offers something where you can apply for this, and then the government will pay your employees for like 8 weeks or some shit like that. So just look into it. There's a lot of really good programs, and they're already there. This is not conspiracy theory time where I'm going to be talking about like, whoa, how interesting that they have all of this stuff already available for you immediately, all right? Because we already know how the government works, and all this stuff takes a long time, and these websites and all this stuff takes a long time to establish, but all of a sudden, all this has already been laid out. All right, this stuff that takes a very long time to create and prepare. But whatever, we're not complaining. Thank you, government, for bailing us out in one form or another. But anyways, like I was saying, in most cases, what you're going to do is that you're going to go, again, let's just go back, okay, to the website, SBA.gov. You click right here where it says Learn More. You go to the next page, all right? And again, there's a bunch of programs, and we're just going to go straight to the, which one is it? Oh, yeah. Economic Injury Disaster Loans and Loan Advance. Up to apply for a COVID-19 Economic Injury Disaster Loan, click here. Click. And you come out to this, all right? And then here, you would just fill it out. And then you see, look, you basically only need to be eligible in one of these things here, and then review and check all the following. So we're going to go through it real quick. Choose one. So you only have to be one of these things. And you are qualified in a sense, all right, or pre-qualified. So basically, you are a small business with 500 or less employees. Then, okay, that could just mean one employee. Applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietor or without employees or independent contractor. Again, if you work for Uber, or you are, you're a freelancer, photographer like me or whatever, okay? Applicant is a cooperative, all right, with less than 500 people. Applicant is employee stock, okay, whatever. Employee is a tribal, small business concern, whatever. Anyways, there's a lot of things in which people can qualify for, but the main important things here is that, again, you can be a small business. This is for any small business, and again, sole proprietorship, with or without employees, and an individual contractor, independent contractor, okay? So then down here, So basically, as long as you review and check all the following, make sure you're not engaged in illegal activity, whatever, just bullshit, okay? So you're not a lobbyist, whatever, okay? So then when you do is you click all that, you go to continue, all right? We're gonna do that, okay? We're just gonna do it real quick just for the pop purposes, okay? So I'm a sole proprietorship, okay? Independent contractor, and then we're gonna click on all these because this is how it is. And then that's it, right here. Business name, you put your business name. It could be Hats Incorporated. Trade name, Hats Incorporated, the same thing. Or if you're a sole proprietor, if you're a individual, then what you would put is, again, Jose Arteaga for business name, trade name, Jose Arteaga, okay? INN, that would be your tax ID number, or in case you don't have a tax ID number, social security number, okay? Organization type, again, depending. You're independent like me, or, one of these things. And that's it. And you have all of these they just fill this shit out. You pretty much put the numbers you put in your taxes last year. All right? And that's it. And bam, you go here, you go to next. Then the next page is just going to be asking you for, your bank account information, for direct deposit, and you're good to go, man. I mean, and then that's it. And then they give you a number, and then that's it. And supposedly within 3 days you'll get an answer. Yeah. All right? And you might be, you're probably going to get, if you are approved, you probably would get like at around $10,000 and possibly more, just depending on your situation. And it's all forgivable. So yeah, that's a thing. So I just wanted to give you guys all that. This is not, so again, I know it's April Fool's, but the government is helping us out with all this stuff here, so we might as well take advantage, right? Say thank you, government. So all this is real, okay? IRS, all right, small SBA.gov, okay, U.S. Small Business Administration, all right, disaster loan assistance, all right. And I've heard that this is first come, first serve, but I heard this morning, Steve Mnuchin said that if they run out of money for this disaster loan, the small business loan situation, that they're going to add more money to it. They're going to be putting more money in. So this is, again, unlimited money for all of this. So you're welcome. So again, I've already given you a lot of free money today, guys, okay? Whether it's A, do your taxes so you can get the $1,200 because they're still waiting. They're still, again, if you do your taxes for 2019, which is this year, you're still going to get in that first wave of payment. So do them. It only takes a few minutes, all right? Do your taxes. And I've also offered, again, even if you're under Social Security, you fall under people that don't need to file taxes. You're under, disability, all of these situations. Again, you don't have to pay taxes, but you do have to file your taxes in order to get your money. So do that. All right. Also, unemployment, depending on your state, depending on the unemployment benefits that you can and should get. And since I, in the state of Florida, did not qualify for unemployment benefits, just like I'm sure a lot of you guys in Florida don't, then you would qualify for the small business loan. Now, in some states like Washington State, you might qualify for unemployment, working for Uber, and you might also qualify for the loan, all right, that is given to you by the government here. So there's a lot of free money out there. Go get it. Don't be the last one, all right? Go get it, all right? Go at the very least apply. There's the very worst is that they say no, and you wasted a few minutes of your time. Just do it. All right. This application also takes around 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. I'm going to read some comments real quick. All right. Is that okay with you guys? But anyways, look, Ben, about the SBA loans, I know Callie Picker said changethestory.org. I haven't been to that website. I don't know anything about that website, but I do know that the SBA is the official government website, okay? This is the official government website portal. All right, and so that's why I'm taking you guys to the IRS Direct. Okay, why? So there's no hiccups. Okay, so you know you're going straight to the government. Okay. By the way, do not be afraid of these entities. There's no reason to be afraid of the IRS. There's no reason to be afraid of these government entities. All right. Now the popo and the judicial system and shit like that, yeah, that's a different story. All right. You know me and what I feel about those. All right. But when it comes to these other government entities, again, if you know how to use them, these are your best friends. I have never had a problem with these entities. There's no reason to have a problem with these entities. Again, they can be your best friend, man. Again, in this case, look how much money these entities are willing to give you at this moment in time. Also, to what Callie Picker said about 2008. 2008 was a completely different situation. Basically, if the reason it didn't do that was because honestly, they didn't have to do that in that environment. Look how much longer the United States of America lasted. Okay, that was 2008, and look how much longer we lasted another 12 years. So they didn't have to do that. Now, as the government is giving away all this free money and pumping the money, because they're giving free money to everyone in the U.S. and they're giving free money to all kinds of people in all kinds of countries all around the world. So they're giving free money everywhere. So in this scenario, now is towards the end of empire. Now is like, okay, that's why they did not do this in 2008. Don't let it, don't let that propaganda or whatever, oh, they didn't do it because the system was fucked up, or they couldn't have done it because... No, listen. The thing is, because this is already one of the last steps. You know what I mean? That's it. Once this happens, the United States dollar is in hospice. All right? The dollar and the whole situation here is in hospice when they're giving it away. And that's where we are now. All right? So that's why they didn't do it in 2008, because no. We can still go a little longer. This thing can still survive a bit longer. But now, as they're doing this is a huge sign. Oh man, this system can't last too much longer. Okay? And that's where we are now. All right, let's see some stories. Let's see what we got out here. Let's see oil. Look at oil tanking. So oil is tanking. This is also what's making the stock market crash. The stock market, again, finally, because we were spending, this thing should have been bleeding red for all of last week and this week as well. But we know that it wasn't, okay? We know that, it was tanking down, and we made a little bit of a recovery. Okay, we saw a bunch of up days, but the reality is that we should be on our way down. Down. All right? So, today we're back to normal because, again, right now there's another indicator of how these markets are fake, phony, and false, because basically these markets, right now everything is at a standstill. The whole world is frozen. The whole world is paused. The whole world is, a good majority of it is infected. The money that is being printed in order to put money into the system to make it work. Like none of this is making sense yet. You look at the stock market, which is something that's supposed to, what it's supposed to indicate. The movement in this market is the economic activity around the world. And since there's no real economic activity, this should be going and bleeding in the red as we see it today, is bleeding in the red. But the last few days and last week, and we were in the green, that was fake, phony, and false. Hopefully now we can start bleeding into the red, and every day now it's going to be going red. And again, this is just a fake indicator as to what's kind of like really going on with the economy in the world. Most Americans and most people around the world already know what's really going on. All right, and they can feel it, they can sense it, they can taste it, they can everything. All right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Everybody is fully aware that, the world is spiraling out of control, spiraling downwards, and depending on what country you're in, depending on how bad the spiral is getting. Here in Mexico, things are pretty great for now. I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy that I'm spending it out here in Mexico, because as I see my family in Miami, they wanted me to come back and spend it with there. I'm like, no, I'll be okay over here. But my friends and family in Miami, and other friends and family all across the U.S., like you guys, yeah, man, you guys are really, some of you guys are having a really, really tough time out there. And like, I'm just like, man, no way. I'd rather spend it out here. Out here, I'm on vacation for the most part. You know what I mean? Basically, I mean, seriously, that's how I've been treating my life out here. I mean, yeah, quarantine has been pretty nice for me. It's pretty annoying, but not a bad thing. Oh hell yeah, man! Get some of that cheap oil, Hanson. Get some of that $11 oil, man. Start undercutting Saudi Arabia and Russia. Hey, how's it going, Loretta? See, Loretta, she was able to escape out here just in time, just in the nick of time. She made it. A few of you guys out there were not able to make it, and hopefully you guys will be able to come out here in the next few months. But why, thank you. Here, and now look, now I got my cigar. Got my hat. I got my cigar. I got my senorita, my gringa senorita behind me. I mean, how much more Cuban can I get, right? I'm not gonna have any rum. It's too early in the morning, but I will have some Cuban coffee. Got my Cuban coffee. Got my cigar, my Cuban cigar. Got my hat. Got my Lucio Ball behind me. Such a crazy redhead. Look at my crazy redhead. But yeah, guys, so I don't know. I mean, what do you guys want to talk about? Basically, I mean, I don't know. I wanted to give you guys a bunch of positive news. I wanted to give you guys a bunch of optimistic stuff that you guys can look forward to and talk about, you know what I mean? And then work on, again, everyone out there qualifies for that 1,200. The only people, because I want to reiterate this, the only people that do not qualify are dependents. If you are dependent, if you are a dependent or someone declares you as a dependent, I would highly suggest that you do not get declared as a dependent for 2019, so that way you can also get that check, all right? So that would be the only reason in which you would not get a check. But if you're on Social Security, disability, any kind of government assistance, any kind of anything, even if you make $0, even if you're living on the street, no matter who you are, all you got to do is file your taxes, which you can do for free. All you got to do is go to irs.gov and just go to file, all right? And where it says file, oh, hold on. Yeah, you go to file, and under file, you're going to have a bunch of options, and then where it says free file, all right? So just go to there, go to free file, and then they're going to show you all the places that you can file for free, okay? And everyone should, if you want a free $1,200 per person, I would highly suggest that you file ASAP, all right? Because I think everyone qualifies for 1,200, a good majority of the people out there. So I highly suggest you get on that ASAP. So the stock market is tanking again. We're back to tank mode. Cryptocurrencies are, kind of going lower. I want them to go even lower so I can buy some cheap coin. Oil keeps going lower. Major indicator. This is a major indicator of what's really going on with the stock market. This is only going to keep going lower and lower. Europe and Iran already complete the first transaction. All right. So again, Iran, even though they're dealing with sanctions, Europe is not worried about this. Same as Russia, same as China. So China has been doing business straight up with Iran for a long time, and same as Venezuela, same as Russia, and now Europe. Now straight up, Germany was doing so as well. Germany was dealing straight with Iran despite the sanctions, and all that stuff. But now, basically, all of Europe is now dealing with them. So that's good. Again, not good for the dollar, but just good for the hastening of all this. And one thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to bring this up real quick, right here, this article that I came across on Zero Hedge talking about supplies are starting to get really tight nationwide as food distribution systems break down. And listen, I mean, again, I'm sure you guys have already been seeing that in your local areas and local towns, and I've also been seeing it out here, but not so much because out here there's a lot of local purveyors. There's a lot of there's a lot of community growers, community, factories and businesses that, no matter what, we're going to be totally fine out here. Even as things might get tough and difficult across the world, out here in Mexico, just like in certain places, you guys are going to be sitting pretty because that supply chain, even though it breaks down, you have your own integral internal supply chain within your community, within your city, within your village, within your, whatever. But in a lot of places across the United States of America, that's already non-existent, because even if you live in a small town in the middle of nowhere, you're dependent on that semi truck. You're dependent on the supply chain. You're dependent on Walmart. You're dependent on these big box stores, and you're not dependent on the small community purveyors. You're not depending on the small community businesses anymore. And so now a lot of people are going to start feeling the effects of this as supply starts running out. And the more rural you are, unless you are you're self-reliant, meaning that you grow your own, unless you got a farm, meaning that you grow your own stuff, you build your own stuff, you kill your own stuff, you are self-reliant, you don't need anyone. Unless you're that, you're going to be in deep trouble, because the more rural you are, the worse it might be. Because at the very least, if you're in a big city, you're close to a port. As things come in, you'll be better. But right now, since the U.S. doesn't have much manufacturing or anything like that, it's going to be way more difficult. And then, the only things that are going to be available on a readily available, the only things that are going to be more readily available to a typical American would be things like, potato chips and McDonald's and Coca-Cola and Burger King and a lot of the stuff like that. But when you're looking for, let's say, fresh fruits and vegetables, unless you have them growing yourself, or someone's growing them in your community, or you have some sort of, farmer's market situation, that's going to be a lot tougher to come by. So prepare for that. That's a real reality that's coming right, straight for you guys. Because again, as why is this going to happen? The supply chain breakdown is happening only because, again, there's nothing moving. Nothing is being, everything is shut down all across the board. So if everything is shut down, I mean, what are you going to do? But again, if everything's shut down and it's corporations that are, being told to shut down, then they will shut down, and they're not going to reopen, and people are just going to suffer. But when you're in a small community type area, even if the government is telling you shut down, a lot of people, if they're starving, they're not going to shut down their farm. They're not going to shut down their, their ability to make and create food. And in fact, they're probably going to come back online so that they can, survive and not listen to government mandated type things. Now, the trouble would come if you're in a small city or community, and all of a sudden, the police, instead of working, or the people that are in, that kind of power, instead of working with you, they work against you. You know what I mean? So it's, so many things that are going to be coming down the line that are not going to be pretty. So, I mean, hopefully in some places it'll be fine. But in some places they might not be fine, it's just not. And these are a lot of the things that look, I think that the people that are trading the stock market are listening to this, to my live stream today, because look, the longer I speak, the lower the stock market is going. So, and again, I mean, this goes to show you, you know what I mean? Like, where we're, we haven't even started yet. For individuals out there, that have lived through these things, already more than once. This is nothing new, and you guys are probably pretty prepared. But there's a lot of Zoomers out there, a lot of newbies, a lot of Zoomers, a lot of millennials that have never been through any of this shit before, and they don't even know what to expect. They have no idea. But for anyone out there that's at the very least survived 2007, 2008, you can at the very least know what to expect. But it's probably going to be way worse than that. I mean, it's not probably. It is going to be way worse than that. It already is way worse than that. We're just in the very beginning stages right now. We're still only let's just say 2 months deep into this scenario, okay? Let's just say that we started in February, 2 months. But it's really been like a month and a half, tops. Anyways, I want to give a big shout out to Hanson, shout out to Maribel. How's it going, Maribel? She's one of my first ever subscribers back like 5 years ago. Shout out to you. Shout out to Opie, shout out to Pedro, shout out to Loretta, shout out to Callie. I think we said Opie, George, Lodak, Floating Yacht, and everybody else out there. Shout out to Lambo, Mrs. Lambo. She just, so, you know, as you guys already know, what's up with Lambo. Lambo just came out of his transition. So now this is Senorita Lambo. All right. Let's see. What else? What else we got to talk about today, guys? What else you guys want to talk about? What else? I mean, right now I feel like it's just a waiting game more than anything else. I mean, that's all. We're all just here. It's a waiting game. You know, what's happening in the U.S. is pretty scary. You know, as to what all this control over this virus. I mean, to me, it's scary as hell, man. Seeing the complete opposite out here. Out here in Mexico, they're closing, you know, the country till, not closing the country, but basically, you know, we're on voluntary lockdown, but it's voluntary. We're on lockdown all the way to the 31st. And everybody seems to be, you know, adhering to that. But here in Mexico, they're saying things like, listen, we understand that 80% of the population might get infected. We also understand that this thing is not really that big of a deal. All right? But we're just taking these preventative measures in order to make sure that we don't get bombarded. You know, that basically everybody gets infected, but, you know, we don't, again, you know, we can all deal with this no problem. And it's just, you know, dealing with the flu or dealing with the cold. And we don't want to also get any cannon fodder from, you know, any disease that might be out there coming from another country, another strain of it or whatever, because there might be some sort of biological warfare. This is my words now. You know, I think that they're also thinking that there's, you know, they know there's some sort of biological warfare type situation going on. And, you know, countries like Mexico, India, and Russia, and so many other countries that have nothing to do with this are kind of just like, you know, closing shop until, you know, they can kind of get a hold of this, or at least, you know, they know more what's going on, or the infections are a little bit more, you know, kind of straightforward in these countries like the U.S., Italy, China, so on and so forth. And I'm not going to sit here and speculate about what's going on. We already know what's going on. It's just not, doesn't make any sense. You know, there's no reason why the whole world should be shut down for this situation. But alas, it is shut down. And who knows? Maybe they're waiting or preparing for aliens for all we know. Who the hell knows? You know, something definitely is going on. And all we can do right now is just sit back, wait, relax, enjoy life, and just do our thing. And that's it. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm making, you know, a lot of content for my channel because I want to make these videos. You know, we're just going one day at a time. But, you know, basically, even though I'm working and doing a lot of stuff, I'm kind of like on vacation mode in a weird way. I mean, it's because the whole world is. You know what I mean? I don't know what else. It feels weird. It feels weird also not to be taking a break because every single day feels like a Sunday. It just does. But at the same time, if I take too much time off, you know what I mean? Like then I can get antsy and I get agitated and I just want to go out and work and do stuff and. You know, that's basically what I do anyway, but, yeah. I wonder if it has anything to do with all the coffee I drink, though. But regardless, I need to be out here making content for you guys. Because, I mean, now, more than ever, you guys want to listen to me and listen to a lot of this stuff. And it's more, a lot of stuff is more important than ever before. And that's why I'm here. We're just, you know, trying to get, you know, educated all together now. 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 That's right, because hey, you know what they say, right? You know what the Beatles say. I can't get. I just need to. I just want to get high with a little help from my friends. That's it. I just want to get high with a little help from you guys. All right. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're releasing inmates. You know, Mary Bell was saying that, you know, her husband is a correctional facilities agent, you know, and like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're releasing prisoners onto the streets at the worst possible time. And they're going to start arresting individuals for doing things like breaking curfew or not having your papers or I mean, shit's going to start getting real wacky real quick. And there's a lot of countries around the world that are going on lockdown, but it's nothing like what's happening in the U.S. or China. at all. You know what I mean? Out here in Mexico, again, it's just voluntary for the most part. It's a relax, it's vacation. You know, in the U.S., it's not so much. In the U.S., it's scary, for lack of a better description. Yeah. So who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see. Copyright free music. Rock. Let's see what we got here. We need some pump up music. No, I don't want to hear no fucking. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Let's see what this is. When we look at the charts, you gotta look at the charts. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing. By the way, we got a new coin on the market, as you guys can see. Anyone out there that's into crypto, there's a new coin in the market right now. It's called Toilet Paper Token. It has overtaken Bitcoin. Toilet paper token, out of stock. $1.64. Look at the graph, it's a giant butt. We even got toilet paper coin out there, making it moves. Again, oil, still tanking. Let's see. Let's go. Let's read some stories here. So, all right, guys. Remember what I told you guys earlier. All right, about just look at it earlier. All right, just look at the video earlier. All right, on how to file. How to do all your stuff. All right, to get your loan, to get your money, to get all your stuff. UN warns COVID-19 outbreak is most challenging crisis since World War II as Germany extends lockdown. Here we go again. China puts entire country on lockdown after new corona cluster emerges. ConAgra shares surge as nationwide lockdown prompts Americans to stockpile on groceries. Leaked U.S. intel report accuses China of deliberately lying about coronavirus figures. By the way, I don't know where the fucking virus was created, whether it was China or the U.S. or whatever, or maybe they both created a virus and they both infected each other, but definitely shit's going down, and definitely there's some sort of war, some sort of situation between China and Russia, because China and the U.S. are at some sort of war. They're doing something, because you can even see Russia is like taking a step back. All right, it's weird, man, but we're seeing it. Something's happening. The U.S. and China are really going at it. Despite what you might hear, they're going at it. There's some sort of war going on, and I think they're using biological weapons, honestly. So that's just truth. So let's see what other stories we got. European banks suspend dividends. Banker bonuses are next. There you go. Look, the last thing to really go in these environments are dividends. What are dividends? Remember, the money that the banks make, they give that money to their shareholders. That's a dividend. So all of a sudden now, banks are going to suspend paying their shareholders, and now the bonuses, the banker bonuses are next. So they're, this is all right. That's coming. Let me see. Putin self-isolates. Let me see. Again, oil keeps tumbling. The Fed blows biggest bomb bubble ever. Again, where that the bonds, they're just they keep selling bonds. They keep selling people. All right. Basically, bonds. Which is faith in the future of America. They're even, I don't know if they've done it yet, but I think they've already I know that they talked about it. I don't know if they've gone through with it or not yet, but I hear that the United States even wants to have 100-year bonds. Holy guacamole. 100-year bonds, that would be like the equivalent of, that's, do you even know what 100-year bond? Are you kidding me now?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So again, you buy a bond today to give to your grandchildren, and these bonds, right now they're yielding like 1% or zero. So by the time that they mature 100 years from now, they're going to be worth less. Which is insane, right? They always have to be worth more, but they're going to be worth less than, you know what I mean, than when you bought them at. And especially now when you buy, I mean, why would you buy 100-year bonds now? You know what I mean? That's insane. Yeah. So think about that.
Bruh.
That's right. That's right. We need revolution, guys. By the Beatles. Revolution. Lambo's patient 0. He's -3. He's actually patient -13. All right. So, guys, I guess, we're going to keep a short broadcast today. I mean, I don't really know what else to talk about for the most part. I mean, except repeat the same old shit, that a lot of other YouTubers out there are repeating or talking about. Nothing's really going on. The same old shit. We're just in frozen mode. That's it. Yeah. It's looking weirder and weirder every day. I think aliens are coming or an asteroid is coming. Something's coming. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote, guys. If you guys think an asteroid is coming, press 1. If you think that aliens are coming, press 2. If you think it's an asteroid, press 1. If you think aliens, is press 2. If you think it's just a bunch of free money because the economy is tanking because it's, finally the bubble got popped, then press 3. For Spanish, press 4. Let's see what we got here. I know. Let's look at gold price. Look at gold and silver taking a hit again. Oh my. Let's see what the Mexican price is at. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Look at that. All right, good. Right, I know you guys don't care about this, but I need to get some silver later. I hope the bank's open. I just realized I didn't know the banks are open. We'll find out. I gotta go see what's open. I gotta go take a bike ride or something. I gotta make a video for the Mexico channel to see what else is open now, because I don't even know what's open after the new special quarantine. Let's see, what else? Let's check out the US debt clock. So, are those trillions already added? Do you think those trillions are already added to the debt clock, or they have yet to be added? When are those trillions going to be added? I'm curious. Let's see what silver's at now. What? Nah. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that. Look how much an ounce of silver is now. No way. Can you guys see that there? $1,996. So basically an ounce of silver is at $2,000 right now already. What? Again, you can get an ounce of silver right now for around under $20. Okay, so let's just say 14. You find it at spot. you know, you can get it for, let's say, $2.50 over. Maybe the... Oh, shit. My fan broke. Oops. Shit. Oops. Uh-oh. Anyways, let me fix this fan real quick without injuring myself. I've already dropped this fan so many times, it's already messed up. Anyway, so yeah, you can get an ounce of silver basically. You know, let's say that you pay really expensive for that silver. Let's say you're gonna buy, you know, you're gonna pay a lot of money for that silver. Let's say you pay $20. Man, I think I broke it already. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I need this fan because it's so hot out here. I need this fan in order to. Hold on a second. One second. Anyways, all right. So like I was saying, so no, the fan, it's working again. I think I gotta do something else to fix it. By the way, best dollar or $2 I ever spent. So anyway, so like I was saying, an ounce of silver right now, you can get it for, okay, so it's 14. This is $14 right now, but the real price would be, you know, like if you're gonna get it at a coin dealer, let's say $16.50 at the cheapest, but most likely 17, 18, 19, 20. I wouldn't pay more than 20, but whatever. At this point, pay whatever. But around 20 bucks at the most expensive, 16.50 at the cheapest, and for each one of these that you buy at that price, you know, the real price, you know, once the whole thing crashes down, then that one coin will be worth, like it says here, about $2,000. All right, it was 1,100 just a week ago, or a few days. Last time I checked, I think it was last week. Last time we checked, it was at 1,100. Look where it's at now already, and that's all because of the money printing. Look at gold. Even gold skyrocketed. Now it's at 16,500. So an ounce of gold should be $16,500. An ounce of gold right now is 1,500. So basically, if you buy an ounce of gold, it'll be $1,500. But the real prices should be, the real price for gold should be 10 times that, 10 times, 11 times. All right, but 10 times. Let's just say 10 times. How about them apples? What do you guys think about that? I forgot what number 2 was. Anyways, whatever. So I think it's gonna be an asteroid with aliens on top of it. All right, it's gonna crash. Project Bluebeam, baby. That's right, Project Bluebeam. Oh, I agree with you, Opie. That's why you gotta get Bitcoin. There's no Bitcoin on the asteroid. There's gold and silver, but no Bitcoin. We got guacamole cheeseburgers. Oh yeah, man. Get that gold, get that silver. Hold on, let me see. Seems like someone sent me a message here. Let me go check out the message. We got a little music playing in the background. Anyone want to ask me any questions? Anything? All right. Sorry, guys. Just doing a little. Had to do a little work on the side for a second there. Still working, still doing a bunch of things. You know me. Hey, thanks again to everyone out there smashing those likes. Thanks to everyone out there watching today. Thank you everybody joining me and Lambo here on this special Happy Hump Day, April Fool's Day. If you missed the beginning of the show, I highly suggest you watch the beginning of the show. I explained to you guys how to, how to get your $10,000 loan, meaning $10,000 free money from the government, how to get, unemployment, how to get, the money from your, from the $1,200, what you need to do, no matter what your situation, all right? So again, everyone can get the $1,200 except for anyone out there that's a dependent. So if they haven't done the taxes yet for 2019 and you're a dependent, make sure that they don't declare you're dependent. They don't mark you as dependent, because then you won't be able to get that money. But if you're on Social Security, if you're on disability, if you're on any kind of government help, if you make zero money, you're unemployed, it doesn't matter who you are. As if you're tax exempt and you don't even file taxes or anything like that, all you have to do is file your taxes, put 0000, or put, your Social Security money, and again, you're paying zero, and it's all free. You get to do all this for free. Go to IRS.gov. I explained it earlier. Just do all that, and all you got to do is just do your taxes, so that you can be in the system, and they'll give you your money. Okay, that's it. Even if you don't have to do your taxes, you just do them, because the IRS is the one that's going to be spitting out the money. IRS is the one that's going to be giving the money. So they need to have you in their system. That's it. If you already get benefits from them, if you already get benefits from the government, then your direct deposit information is in the system. All right? So you should be good to go there. How pure is gold and silver in Mexico? I don't know, bro. I mean, as pure as you want it. You know what I mean? Like, just like everywhere else. So, I got pure silver here. And then I got like, 22 karat here. You can have 18 karat, you can have 14 karat, you have so many things. But yeah, pretty much, the silver coins, I get them straight from the bank. They're 999 pure silver, okay? And then, yeah, the other jewelry you can buy from purveyors out there, just like other sellers, that sell jewelry. Just make sure you know what you're buying and know what you're doing. And other than that, that's how you know it's pure. You got to do it, do that work yourself. But it's the silver in Mexico is some of the best silver in the world. All right, for anyone that doesn't know this already, I know a lot of my viewers already know this, but yeah, interesting times we're living in, that's for sure. But honestly, I'm in shock that silver went up like pretty much $900 in a couple days or a week or whatever. I mean, I'm not shocked, but wow. And look how much hyperinflation. Look how much. Oops. Sorry. Look how much silver. Let me pause this here. Look how much silver cost back in 1913. 1913, this coin would have been $2.64. So this is when people like me or others out there, like Mr. Lodak. By the way, check out Mr. Lodak's channel. He talks about gold and silver on his channel. But yeah, basically, you see this silver coin right here? If I would have bought this back in if I would have bought this silver coin back in 1913, this exact silver coin today would be worth, what does it say here? $14. So do you see how that doesn't make any sense at all? All right. So the real value for that would be $1,996. So that's why right now, everything is fake, phony, and false, like the stock market. Oh man, I can't believe I closed the. Like the stock market. Okay. So annoying. Anyway, sorry. Okay.
Bruh.
When am I making another bank run? Well, I mean, I already did. I mean, I'm already in the. I mean, do you mean to get silver? Well, I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna see if I can go on my bicycle today. At the very latest tomorrow, I'm gonna see if I can go out and at the very least just go take a bike ride. Just take a bike ride around where I normally buy my silver and around the centro to see what's open because now things are we're on level. I don't know what the fuck we are now, but we're now extended the quarantine and I don't know if a bank is an essential business or not. I think it is, but the bank specifically where I go to do and get these, so I gotta go check that out, because I gotta go buy vitamins. There's a few things I need to buy. I don't know if those places are gonna be open or not. So yeah, I gotta go check out a few places. What I can do is that like again, you can private message me if you're interested in perhaps acquiring some silver out here. Okay. Now the silver out here is gonna cost you. That's why I had this other price up. So an ounce of silver out here is gonna cost you, okay, $4.60 in dollars. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna cost in dollars. But again, there's like there's like fees and shit like that. So let's see, 460. Okay, so 460 divided by 24. So basically a coin is being sold at the bank for around $19. All right, but possibly with the exchange, it's probably going to be $20. All right, so 20. That's the bank is selling it to you at $20. All right, that's 20. So that's what the bank is selling it at. All right, and the bank is really selling it at like 1750 right now. All right, the bank is really selling it at 1750 right now. So yeah. I'm not. Stay away from IRA. Stay away from paper, gold, and silver. You need physical gold and silver. Stay away from paper, gold, or silver. All right. So buy physical gold and silver. That's it. And Jasmine is asking me straight up, off topic about buying a home or Mexico. Listen, first of all, I don't know how things are gonna be once this whole situation with the virus ends. But again, right now, if you're coming on a tourist visa or you are the only thing you can get is a Mexican temporary residency, your best option and bet would be to rent a home and not buy any property until once you are a citizen, which is like around 4 years down the line, assuming you do everything in order. So 4 to 5 years down the line, you can buy a home. But right now, the only way that you can buy a home is through a trust that is set up by the Mexican government. So you can own a home, but you have to sign a trust, meaning that the real owner would be Mexico. So even though you own the home, at any point in time, Mexico can say, my home, and take it away from you. That's the only way that you can buy property in Mexico. Now, not everywhere in Mexico. If you're pretty much from the coast all around the coast of Mexico, 50 miles or 50 kilometers inland, all of that property is the one that falls under that trust situation. But anything beyond the 50 kilometers inland, as far as I know, at that point you can buy property regular. All right, meaning even still not on a tourist visa. You still need to have some sort of a residency of some sort, whether temporary or permanent. You need some sort of residency, and then probably permanent, which would be at least 2 years out here. And then once you do that, then you can probably most likely purchase the property, but it would have to be inland. And that's it. You know what I mean? If you want more information, if you want to know more, you can hire me, like a lot of people hire me, and I will be more than happy to answer as many questions as you want, talk about anything, help you, guide you, what have you. Again, I got a lot of happy, satisfied customers out there, but unfortunately, all I can do is just answer a few questions here and there. You can join the Discord. You can join, leave comments and videos and stuff like that, and I can answer and do stuff like that for free. But again, on a limited basis, because there's so many people out there, and especially at this point in time. At this point in time, you would be a little lucky to, again, you can ask me a little more now because it's a little bit of a downtime. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already at a point right before the virus outbreak. I was already at a point where I was already so busy. You know what I mean? That, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But again, I got a lot of satisfied customers that know that I'm very fair with everything, with everything that I do. But it's just, the reality of it. You know what I mean? Like, I already have a gazillion videos out there with so much free information answering just about a lot of these questions. Okay, so you can get a lot of this information for free. But if you don't want to waste all that time on these videos, then what you can do is very easily just hire me, and I can save you time. But at that point, then you would have to be compensating me for my time, and that's just how it works. It's very easy, okay? Because I already put a lot of time into this stuff already. You know what I mean? So, there's a free and there's a, we got two. But again, a lot of people, once you get out here to Merida, that's when a lot of people end up hiring me, because they already know that all my information is out there for free on my website, on my on my YouTube channel, and so on. All that stuff's for free. But once people are out here, it's a different story, and they need more help with anything. Like there's some people out there that need my services later today, and so on and so forth. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I need a cleaning lady. I need to find a rental. I need the translator. I need the best spot to buy this, or the best place to do this, and I'm your man for all of that and beyond. So, all right, sorry, I know, shameless plug, but hey, whatever. We're not really talking about much there. Oh yeah, we're talking about the silver. So silver right now is being sold. I would say a very healthy estimate right now. The Banco Azteca. Okay, which is the bank I go by, because I've checked the other banks and it doesn't seem like Citibanamex really has silver, Banorte, or BBVA. These three banks don't really have silver. I don't know about now, probably not now, even worse now, but Banco Azteca always has. They're fucking awesome. They're flawless. So right now, at the price that you see there, with the exchange rate, I would put it at $20 a coin. Okay, and that's because I'm counting for the fact that even though $24 the real exchange rate, it's really like 23, because just things. So that's just the reality. So right now, $20 per coin being sold at the bank, and their what is it? Their spot, their what they charge over spot is basically only like around $2.50, $3. So right now, that means that they're selling their coins at $16.50 to $17 US. All right, so $16.50, 17. So right off the bat, they're already selling it at $2.50, $3 over, and then they're adding that over spot. Okay, so just so you know that already physical silver is already in such high demand that it's already going over. The physical silver market is already, dictating price on a separate scale. So physical silver is already more expensive than what you're gonna find here, all right, than what you're going to find on the paper market. And the paper market is having trouble right now because a lot of people want to cash in their paper silver or gold, and they don't have enough gold and silver to to give to the people that don't want the paper anymore. So there you go. All right, put a little music, see what else we got in the chat. Opie, that's a great question. There's only a few things that matter in life. If you had a month or a year to live, what would matter most? Man, basically, in a sense, if I only had like a month to a year, I would just not focus on making money. That would be the only thing that would be different. But other than that, I would just be doing the same thing I'm doing now. Straight up, you know what I mean? Like maybe double down and make I don't know if I would make more videos or not, because I would feel like, oh wow, I only have a little bit left to live, so I want to see how much more content I can make. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I also want to spend time with my loved ones. Only a few loved ones, not everybody, and like my wife, and that's it. And for the most part, a few others out there, but for the most part, just basically keep doing exactly what I'm doing, not change one single thing. Again, maybe just ramp it up more. You know, sleep less, do more. You know. Yeah, buddy. And see where crypto's at. I hope crypto, man. I did not when Bitcoin went down to 5,900 a couple days ago. I didn't fucking pull the trigger because I thought it was gonna go lower. But you know what? Like I'm seeing, and I hope it goes lower again. It seems like it's gonna go lower again because I want to get that. But now I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger at 5,900 or I'm gonna wait again. I suck at this shit, bro. I suck at this. Man, I still can't believe the price of silver and all this. This is insane. And again, I wonder when they're going to add the trillions to the debt clock. When do you guys think they're going to add the trillions to the debt clock? Do you think that they're added already? Is this it right here? This is 5 trillion. This is we're about to hit 5 trillion. U.S. federal spending. Is that for just this year? I mean, I don't get it. Well, 4.7 trillion? Is that what you're trying to say? What's 4,700? What's that mean? Let's see. Opie is here. If we get a digital dollar, then I should be able to buy crypto from a decentralized exchange. Right. That will cut Coinbase in the throat. Yeah. By the way, that's a great point. Let's just talk crypto for 1 second. But then, you know, Catalyst says, shout out to her out there. She goes, I think yes, but I bet that they'll make it so we can't buy crypto or much harder. Yeah, look, I agree. Look, honestly, this is what I think is going to happen. It is going to be hilarious, okay? I think this is exactly what's going to happen. If and when they issue the U.S. coin, the Fed coin, the crypto, whatever, yeah, I don't think, you know, maybe they'll make it very difficult where you can't buy, you know, you can't buy Bitcoin with it. You can't buy other cryptos with it. You can't buy certain things with that coin. You can only buy a set determined amount of things with that Fed coin. Just like food stamps, you can only buy a certain amount of things. But I think that in the future, you guys remember back with the food stamps when they used to be like, you know, actually food stamps, food paper stamps, and people used to trade these for dollars, all right? Or even now, people still trade their food stamps for money, whatever. So I think it could be the same thing in the sense that, you know, people right now, you know, eventually that there will be a market, a black market, where people will buy those Fed dollars and, you know, will trade them for, you know, where, you know, and trade them for whatever else, you know what I mean? And there will be some sort of black market for that, for sure. Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me, man? I mean, dude, I guess you can see that shit a mile away. You know, Miguel asked me if this is set up for a currency reset. What do you think they're gonna pull out for a currency next? Look, honestly, I have no idea because there's a lot of things. You know, people could say like, oh, it could be a petro yuan, or it could be Bitcoin, or it could be you know, an SDR, or it could be a world crypto or whatever. But you know what I honestly think is gonna happen? Honestly, the more I've been thinking about this, and I've talked about this already on other episodes, other shows. So, by the way, new viewers out there, after you're done watching me here live, check out my channel. Don't forget to like this video, like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon because I'm always making videos. But check out my videos that I've made talking about these subjects. Okay, not live streams, but videos. All right, I make videos as well for the channel, and I've talked about exactly what I think is going to happen. And again, the more I think about it, the more I'm into this. You know, deeper into this, I think that what's going to happen is that they're going to burn the dollar into the ground. I mean, that's what they've been doing anyway. I mean, obviously, you know, right? But they're really going to burn this fucking dollar into the ground to the point where the dollar is going to be non-existent. It's done because it's going to be fried. Okay, it's going to go into hyperinflation. Once that happens, immediately after that happens, oh, hun, goddamn, it's so sweaty. It's hot out here. But anyways, as soon as that happens, they're going to have a Fed coin, a Fed dollar, some sort of new currency already set and ready to go to replace the old dollar. And how are they going to enforce it? with the United States military. That's how. All right. Again, just enforce it. They're going to do it, and then what are people going to do about it? So, and then that's it. Whether people accept it or not, whether they're going to force it with the army or not, we don't know. We're going to see all this play out. But I think that would be the next scenario. And then that digital dollar could be around for a very long time, or that digital dollar could be around for just a short amount of time, and until we replace it, we the people of Earth replace it with something else. And we'll figure it out then. Maybe people will go into cryptocurrency by then, because they'll be like, oh, if we don't go into cryptocurrency now, we're just going to keep repeating this process over and over again. So who knows? But I mean, I think it's going to be, the dollar's going to replace the dollar. A new dollar is going to replace the old dollar. And then we're going to see how that goes. All right. But that's it. Because unless, there's other world currencies, let's say like the ruble or even the yuan, and they come out once the dollar falls and says, hey, look, we're going to back our currency by gold. Mexico, hey, we're going to back ours by silver. So there's other stronger currencies backed by whatever. But at that point, then the U.S., would want to defend its new dollar, They would have this army, assuming this major military that they can enforce it with, assuming that this military and the people will want this new dollar and accept this new currency and accept this new protocol. And then assuming that were to take place, then yeah, we could see crazy shit like the United States trying to invade Mexico. So who knows? Who knows? All right, but I mean, that's what makes all of this so much fun right now. The fact that nobody really knows. I mean, even the people behind all of this right now, the people in our government, the people in other governments around the world, and so on and so forth, the people behind the central banks, no one knows what to do, what's going on. All this is uncharted territory, has been uncharted territory for a while. We definitely still have this dollar that we have right now, even through all of these trillions that are being printed, still has a ways to go. All right, we still got to go into negative rates. We still got, we got to burn through way more, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, this dollar this dollar is going to be here for the time being. It's not going away anytime soon. I mean, I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble. I want this dollar to disappear just as much as everybody else. But the reality is that the dollar is too powerful. The banks are too powerful. Now the Fed is in control of the Treasury. By the way, do not listen to everyone out there that's fucking saying, oh, yay, Trump took over the Fed. No, man, that's not how it works. The Fed is in power. So if the Fed merged with the Treasury, then that means now they're in power of the government, like straight up power. I don't know come on now. Wake up, motherfuckers. So anyways, now the Fed has straight up taken over the Treasury, straight up taken over the government. And so, we don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it's not looking pretty. It's not looking good, and we're all going to see this play out. It's a movie, you know what I mean? Just slowly but surely, we're going to see this whole thing play out, and hopefully it ends up it ends up well for the country. Hopefully things go well, and we can come out of this, better. But it's not going to be without going through a lot of hardship. It's not going to be without going through a lot of change, and we really just nobody knows. No one has any idea. Again, not even the central banks. I mean, I talk about what they say and talk about all the time, and even they themselves are playing it by ear. I mean, they are. And even though we've seen this cycle happen many, many, many times in history, we talked about this many times, where we are now as a global economy, to the point of how, deep we are, how we have computers, how the system is right now. We've never been here before. This is the first time in human history that we've been in these uncharted waters, and so we're going to see how it's all going to play out. And then on top of the fact that we have things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and so many other aspects on top of that, that are just making this even more interesting as we go along. So exciting times, real exciting times. For reals, it's going to be awesome. That's for sure. So I hope that answered your question. Hell yeah, Monero, baby. How's it going, Exotica? Thank you so much, brother. Let me see. I think I'm just going to put the wallet here. Who cares, right? Oh, where's my Monero? Oh. Shout out to Exotica. out there. Here, I'll put it here. Is that good enough? Oh, maybe I'll... How can I put it in the chat? Hey, Opie, or someone that's in the Discord, because I don't remember the whole computer. Oh yeah, I can talk about the internet. So can somebody put my Monero address in the chat for Exotica? Thank you so much. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you, Exotica, and thank you out there. Thank you, Opie. Thank you, Exotica. Thank you, all of you guys out there. You know, Callie, everyone out there. There's always, you know, helping support the show, whether it's, you know, through monetary ways or through other ways. You know, meaning through contributions with information, but contributions of helping out. You know, again in the chat, being part of the show, so on and so forth. You know, I want to give a shout out to everyone out there. Thank you so much. Shout out to Exotica for sending me one whole Monero last week, and shout out to them again for, you know, sending me whatever they're gonna send me now. And shout out to, you know, all of you guys out there. You know who you are. I love you guys. You guys are the best. And what was I saying? So yeah, we're gonna talk about the internet for one quick second, because so yeah, I'm gonna put my address up there. Oh, thank you, Opie. Thank you very much. So there's my Monero address in case anybody wants to feel cheeky and send me some Monero. Thank you so much. But yeah, the Fed bought the Treasury. How insane is that? But anyways, but before I talk about that, I want to talk about the internet throttling, because everyone around the world is feeling this right now. No matter where you are in the world, in the U.S., it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone right now is feeling internet throttling. And they were talking about this a few weeks ago. The internet providers were talking to streaming companies and all this other stuff, because again, you know, right now they're depending on the country as well. They're receiving the region. They're receiving an even heavier payload of people, you know, watching videos on YouTube and streaming and just data movement. So they're throttling in order to make sure that everyone can you know, can access the internet. You know what I mean? And there's no internet outages. So if anyone out there is seeing some sort of slowdown, if anyone out there is seeing some sort of speed, whatever problem, anything like that, it's because of that. By the way, I want to see one right here real quick. Look at that. Shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, for that half. I already appreciate it. See, look, it already appreciated a few pennies or what have you, but thank you so much for that half of a Monero. All right. Just want to have, hold on, let's see if we have thank you, thank you. But anyways, but yeah, so in case anyone out there is having any kind of internet trouble, it's not your internet per se, it's everyone around the world's internet at the same time that's having that issue at this moment in time. All right, so just FYI there. All right, I'm also having it here as well. But one thing that you do, if you do, let's say, or you're watching a movie, you're watching something on YouTube, and you want to watch it in 4K, you do want to watch it in, you know what I mean, you know, whatever, you want to take all the streaming ability available, you can do that. All you got to do is just, you know, go to your options and just, you know, put it back to the extreme option. It might be a little slow, but it'll just catch up soon enough, because the internet will provide that for you. But right now, the internet is like kind of like, in a way, you know, if you're watching a video and it's like lower quality right off the bat, is only doing that because you know, there's a lot of internet traffic at the moment, and they just want to make sure that you can watch a video and everyone else can watch a video. But if you want to watch it in 4K or whatever, boom, you can do that. So that's what's going on with that. All right, so just in case anyone's wondering, all right, yeah. But anyway, shout out to you out there, Exotica, for the half a Monero. You're the best. Miguel is asking me, what do I think about ID? What do I think about ID 2020 by Bill Gates? I think it's freaking horrible and scary as hell. And I think that that could also be part of this whole agenda situation that, you know, again, even in Mexico, everyone's like, you know, not many infections, not many anything. They're saying, hey, everybody stay home, everybody do your thing. But, you know, we're also expecting 80% of the population to get this. Even though most people are not going to die and it's just going to be the cold or the flu, we're also expecting a good majority of the population to be infected by this. And so, you know, with that whole propaganda that's being thrown out by the elites on, you know, in the first world countries, meaning that, you know, this virus is like the worst thing in the world, and we need to make sure that everyone is tested, and then everybody has a vaccine, and then everybody has a special chip, and then when you're going to go do XYZ, that chip is going to read, meaning that, whether you got the vaccine or not. Not whether you're infected or not, just whether you have the vaccine or not. If you have the vaccine, you can proceed. If you don't, you can't. And that would go for, and that's what Bill Gates wants to push. And so I think that that's scary, but I think that wanting to push that on a world scale, world level, I think is going to be impossible. I think that some countries might have to do that, like the U.S., who knows, Europe and other countries, but I think a country like Mexico, India, or whatever, no, probably not, But who knows, but yeah, I think it's a very scary thought, and I'm not looking forward to that, and I think Bill Gates is a very bad hombre. All right, I don't like Bill Gates, even though I use Windows. I know, right?
Bruh.
But I think, guys, we're gonna start ending it here. Any more questions? Any more comments? We're gonna see if there's anything else that you guys want me to talk about or discuss before I, finish this up. I got some work to do. It's getting late over here too. Actually, yeah. So as you guys can see, gold and silver are plummeting right now. Not sure how it's going to reflect in the local price here. So I'm going to wait. I'm not necessarily in a hurry right now to buy silver. But if it goes lower, if it goes back to close to 400 again, I'm going to buy it. It's already close enough. So because again, doing the exchange rate and then everything, when I bought it a few weeks ago, I bought it at 400 pesos, and when I did the math, and with the exchange rate at that time, it came out to like around the same thing, in 19 to 20 bucks. So it's about the same price. All right. So just FYI, stock market's still crashing, and I know it's not really crashing per se, but it is crashing. Again, let's look at year to date. And that's a major, we were at 30K and we're at 20K. All right, so that's 30%. We lost 30% and we're losing more. So look, you see how we had, we lost all the way down here and we got all the way to like 18, 17, 18.5. So we're going to jump, we jumped back up and now we're going to dump back down. It's going to come back down to 18.5, 18, 17, 16. We're going to keep going lower and lower. Prepare. Brace yourselves, guys. Brace yourselves. But yeah, guys, if there's anything else, I think that's going to be it, guys. I think we're going to end the show here. So, guys, again, if you enjoyed this content, you already know what to do. All right, check out all the links down below. You can listen to this in podcast form as well, just as you can listen to pretty much all of my content in podcast form, all of the videos that I upload, all the live streams, podcast form. Plus, I also do a separate podcast with a good friend of mine. Plus, on top of that, I'm doing, collaborations with others. Plus, there's so much more content. On top of that, I have another channel. I'm also on BitChute. I have content that is just exclusive to some of these channels, so please check them out if you enjoy this channel. Why? Because some of this stuff that I talk about here, I can't talk about on YouTube, and I just can't. So, the videos that get blocked, demonetized, censored, shadow banned, they're all over there on BitChute and Library and others. So, again, just check them out because, I know most of you guys watch me on YouTube, but I'm also on other platforms, for the same purpose that, you guys want to see all of my content, all my videos, and there's no reason I should be censored, and there's no reason any of this stuff should be censored from you guys. So, yeah, just to make sure you guys know, you guys can find me anywhere. And worst case scenario, you already know my name, Jose Arteaga. Just type in Jose Arteaga on Google, josearteaga.com, all right? And you just go there, and you can find all of the links to everything. And you can find me there, communicate with me there, and we can go from there. And I think that's it, guys. So, guys, I want to give you guys all a big, humongous shout out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me every day. Thank you so much for being here, as always, as usual. You guys are the best. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, don't forget to stay awesome and stay woke. Well, you know what I mean. Well, actually, I can't say stay woke anymore. I mean something else. But just go down the rabbit hole. And if you think you've gone down deep enough, go deeper and go deeper. And that's what she said. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. Peace out, and I'll see you guys mañana. Bye. And also, see you guys here next Wednesday, as always, as usual. Bye.